Flings it out. Clark, open three, is good. One of the things that Lisa Bluder's worked on all season is getting Clark off the ball more. Here's Clark driving and laying.
Defensive boards, LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Clark connects.
Wants Sherrod taking that shot.
She's just 24% on the season from three. Clark drops it. Stokey finishes. Here's Clark wheeling, taking, and banking it home. Highest scoring offense since 2014. Clark drives this one and lays it in. Confident in her mid-range.
And I think Iowa is okay giving up the mid-range.
Here's Clark driving in for two. Made field goals in that second round win. They already have 3 today. Clark left alone, lays it in. She was an unstoppable force last season against Iowa, but was coming off the bench. Clark, oh my! Looking to spin away from traffic. Double screen, gets open, and hits. On Clark in last year's national championship game.
She has more size and length.
Clark, you bet! Clark being hawked by Weta. Clark able to finish.
Clark steps behind the screen and hits. Foreman staying right with her. Off the spin, the help comes and one.
3:30 to go in the first quarter. Clark looking to turn the corner, lays it in, plus the foul. Lisa Bluder kept bringing up to her team as they prepared for this game. Clark, she got it. Clark looking to separate from Hall. Clark, the drive, able to bank it in. Trying to get it to Clark, does. Her three is good, plus the foul. Iowa with numbers. Here's Clark, catch, fire, and hit. Oh, Gabby Marshall was wide open. Clark did not see her, but will take the layup herself.
Got to, yes. Clark. She'll step to the side over Hemingway, and that's her third. And that's what it's going to take. And for Caitlin Clark to continue to trust them, to trust that the game is going to open up for her.
Clark running. Clark eyes up behind the back, through the lane, lays it in. With a certain lead at the end of this quarter if Clark might end up on the bench as Clark lays it in. Clark pops in, bodies inside and finishes. Tough finish for Clark. Iowa has not had a 2-possession lead yet tonight. Clark, step back three, you bet! Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my!
Post play, physical post play.
Here's Clark flashing open, driving it instead, working through Sherrod.
Tonight and play next weekend. Marshall bothered that pass. Clark will take it herself. #1 in assists, #2 in field goal percentage, #1 in most threes made.
Clark wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it. Clark in the corner, connects. Here's Clark. Will Iowa wind it down? No, that's why. Clark trying to work Arnold, separates and finishes. Clark, again coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires, you bet! Here's Clark, wheeling back, will fire, and hit. Clark yet to score in the second. Will put up a three here, and hit. Clark on the drive, banks it in because she's been so sick before that UCLA game. That's how sick she was. Clark! Here's Clark around the screen, driving it. Clark finishes. Here is Clark. Clark into the paint, spinning and finishing. Clark bounces, Stokey able to finish. 12 rebounds, playing in her first Elite Eight game. Clark again. Mia Sadler. Here's Clark. Nice look, and the layup is good. To the corner, Marshall left alone, connects.
What Iowa wants, they're playing this 2-3 zone, going to try to force contested shots from the three-point line, and there is Caitlin Clark.
Here's Stokey, back to Clark. Stokey lays it in. Looking to take it off the dribble to the corner. Martin connects. Clark didn't get much space there with Hall on her. Clark the crossover and the hit from three.
On the run, Stokey. Lefty lay-in.
Here's Clark. Clark pulls up, another deep one. Is good! Bounces, needs help. Finds Stokey, what a pass! And Stokey lays it in!
Well, right away, Holy Cross coming out aggressive, trying to collapse on every drive. Marshall 3. Regional 1 in Albany. And if you're the Mountaineers, you don't want to get caught.
Clark bounces away, 5 to shoot, shovels back. O'Grady, sure. There's Clark behind the back. Draws 2, finds Martin. Her 3 is good. She's had key timely baskets throughout. Clark wanted a whistle, did not get it, does get the roll.
Crusaders have found a little bit of rhythm on the offensive end. They're not going to give up. They're going to continue to chip away.
From Johnson and fine from Reese.
Defense for them in the first half.
Here's Martin running to the floor and lays it in. Gives it up. Stokey comes up with a steal. Here is Clark. Clark, oh my goodness, what a pass! Clark into the paint. Gets blocked. A falter open. Knocks down the 3.
Clark off the crossover, goes to the left side and lays it up.
Here's Clark. Will she pull up? Finding a falter who lays it in. Clark working behind Stokey and lays it in. Clark finds the cutter. What a look.
Crowd trying to pick up the energy. Clark gets the steal. And Caitlin with the lay-in.
An 8-point LSU lead. Clark through traffic. Finds a falter. She hits. Gets it to Clark.
It's really sped Iowa up, though, in their quarter-court offense.
Martin hits the mid-range. Clark finds the cutter. Martin lays it in.
Clark left in the lane. Nice drop off for O'Grady.
Huge 3 there for the freshman Williams. A falter running the other way, lays it in. Clark again. Clark had to be careful with those 2 fouls. Her back in. Oh, what a time. Clark on the money to a fault.
Only played 10 minutes in the opening round due to illness as Clark hits her 4th. Martin got it back to her and then around the defender to O'Grady.
Clark finds Martin. Martin digs in and lays it home. Clark putting it in off the window.
Big surprise so far in the tournament, a 7 seed upsetting Ohio State. Deep 3, Clark! How entertaining it is, social media. These athletes allowing themselves to be seen.
Back to Clark. Clark bounces off. Martin fires and hits for 5 of them. Oh, what a time. And a falter lays it in.
Clark off the cross into the lane, the hang and the hit. Another steal for Clark. Unopposed for the layup.
Clark has to get it across, finds Martin, who waits, now lays it in. Being hawked by Sherrod. Sherrod falls, Clark dishes, Stokey finishes, plus the foul.
Starters out with 2 fouls. 1 big, 1 guard. Stokey on the roll. Clark, assist to O'Grady.
None of what you're seeing tonight should surprise you because she's been doing it all season.
Oh, what a pass! Clark! Marshall has 9 of the last 11 Iowa points. Clark, great feed. Ediger lays it in.
Heavily reliant on their defenses. Martin, backdoor from Clark.
That's 3rd most amongst active players. Clark, backdoor. Martin, easy 2. Here's Clark. Clark lays it in. Johnson launches, can't hit. Rebound Morrow, gets blocked. Whitaker dancing through the lane, couldn't finish. Here comes Clark, flings it ahead to a falter, lays it in.